Well, listen, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification, because you never know the video you suggest that could be next, especially if you leave your suggestions in the comment section below. Follow the Alkebulan Trust on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all that good stuff there. I know it's been a hot minute since, uploaded something, create content, posted content, all that good stuff there. But God willing, ancestors willing, more stuff will be loaded. You know what I mean? More stuff that's more quality, that makes more sense, will be loaded. Like this, for example, reacting to basically Arrdee's, basically a clip from what Arrdee said in an interview on with ZZ Mills. So let's just get into it, because I've got a lot to say on certain subjects, especially subjects like this. All right, so let's go.
You have a close relationship with your mum, right? Really close, and it was really heartwarming when you bought her the car. And how did that feel to be able to do that also at such a young age? Wow,
it's a sick feeling, and it's an even better feeling, because obviously she absolutely loves it, but she's really just almost refuses to take anything off me, and I have to force it upon her. And she still works at the pub that she was working at before she moved. Not because obviously she needs to, but she just enjoys working and things like that. So she's probably the strongest force of role modelling in my life to this day, and never has been. So it's a sick feeling to be able to give back. And also, where I talk about all my spiritualism and manifesting and things like that, that all comes from her. And she practices witchcraft, not in a way that they're going to click this and try to say that my mum's doing juju or anything like that. But
Do you know the irony of it? Listen. The irony of it is the fact that he mentioned not in the way that they're gonna clip this. But let's. I'm gonna rewind it for a bit so we can get full context of everything that he's got to say. Because the one thing I don't want to ever do is actually react to something and give a false, narrative, or do you know what I mean? Because I get it, you know what I mean? I absolutely get it, because we're humans. There's something we say that may be taken out of context. So let's go. Let's hear what he's got to say. Let's just rewind it for a bit, though.
So she's probably the strongest force of role modelling in my life to this day, and never has been. So it's a sick feeling to be able to give back. And also, where I talk about all my spiritualism and manifesting and things like that, that all comes from her. And she practices witchcraft, not in a way that they're going to click this and try to say that my mum's doing juju or anything like that, but stones and things like that.
Which actually a lot of people do nowadays. Manifesting and the crystals and all that.
Exactly, crystals and things like that. So the way I always say, nothing's ever really hit me too tough, because I know that everything, the reason why I'm here is because I've manifested it and I'm meant to be, and it feels natural. She's the same. So also, it's nice to have a member of my family that's been around me that also believed so well, to the point where she's not that phased either. Obviously, I've got distant family and uncles that are mad excited, but it's right, you really done it. And then my mom's kind of but he was always got it.
Right. So talk to me then about.
Okay. I heard what he's got to say. You heard what he just said, right? Now here's the thing. He mentioned about manifestation, but I just find it so ironic, that in terms of manifestation, regardless of whatever religion or religious practice or spiritual practice that you are partaking in, it's the same thing. Do you understand? It's the same thing. It's just different ways of doing things, and sometimes some of them are the same thing, are the same ways of doing something, but the words are just completely different. Do you understand? Because of how language is. Now, here's the thing, because the only reason why I say that, not the only reason why, but why I say that is simply because I don't know if you watched the Genius trilogy with Kanye West, thanks to Kudi and Chick Hair. You know what I mean? Those two brothers were documenting Kanye West's journey, and it just so happened that his mum believed in him the same way. She knew he was gonna blow. She knew. Do you see what I'm saying? And he's Kanye West's dad, even though he wasn't really much in the documentary. Do you know what I mean? If I remember, he's a pastor or or a marriage counsel or something like that, or he did something to do with religion. That's all I remember. Something to do with Christianity. That's all I remember. But you can correct me in the comment section below if you want to. So yeah. So again, at the same time, if you take things into consideration, that foundation, obviously you're gonna install it in the child, and that they're gonna have that same belief and they're gonna manifest. Why do you think Kanye West continues to manifest whatever he says? Like, if you think about it, like, I know we're talking about Arrdee, but I just want to talk on Kanye West for a little bit so you can understand what I'm talking about and why I'm making this comparison, right? Because of the context of the conversation or the subject. It's like if you look at most of his interviews or anything he says something and it manifests. Do you understand? Even you can say something and you know you said something, you said that and it manifested. Like, even the other day, like, I promise you, yeah, like, maybe I promise you, like, the other day, I remember I was somewhere, yeah, and I just wasn't really feeling in it, so I thought, randomly the song Free Again came into my head, so I thought, let me just play it. So I played it, and that same day, so I manifested that situation. But not only that, even I messaged someone, like, within it was less than an hour. I promise you, it was less than an hour. I manifested that situation. Do you see what I'm saying? Now, I'm not going to say it's always going to work, but does that mean I practice witchcraft? No. But then, what is witchcraft? Do you see what I'm saying? I'm going to have to do another separate video on that. What is witchcraft? What is judge? Do you see what I mean? Like, you have to understand something, right? He mentioned the book about crystals and all that stuff there and all that. Like, at the end of the day, if you look at, like, there's so much things I want to say. It's wild. Look, the only reason why he said that, let's be real here, is he's trying to say that it's not evil what his mum does. Do you see what I'm saying? That's what he's trying to say. Like, I fully understand it. Like, the guy's 19, 20 years old, innit? Like, let's just keep it real. Like, he's not, and obviously, even if you're 30 or 40, you don't know it all. Even at my age, I don't know it all. Do you understand? I'm still learning. I'm open to learning. I'm going to say things that may be controversial or be wrong in someone else's, or wrong, and someone else has to give them that information. So, listen, wow, this video is longer than I expected. But anyway, I really want you to understand, in terms of this situation with witchcraft versus judge, in mainstream media, they have put it out that judge is evil, and judge is associated with black people. It's associated with Africans, right? And it's associated with, if you look at, for example, the reason why it's actually, they paint it as negative, is mainly because of the way it was actually used during Haitian Revolution, and it's been used in so many other situations, apart from that. Do you see what I'm saying? Apart from the Haitian Revolution. So you have to understand that at the end of, even in Nollywood, let's be real, again, they paint a negative depiction of judge. Do you see what I'm saying? Even if you look at, what's his name? There's another rapper, UK rapper, yeah? But he's not white, he's actually black. He even mentioned something negative about judge. Do you see what I mean? Do you see what I mean? Like, and it's so ironic. Like, today I recorded this video, and the day I saw that video trending on my timeline, like, I actually saw a post from what is the name of that page? I want to put it up so you can see it, and I'll put the actual post. Do you see what I mean? And it's just so ironic that this happened. Do you see what I mean? Not straight after, but like less than an hour. So I had to react to this. I had to, because I ain't gonna let this slide. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna fault him, but you have to understand that everything is a manifestation of trying to socially program people to think a certain way. Do you see what I mean? It is what it is. Now, the real question now becomes, why did he think he can get away with saying something like that? Well, it's simple. He thought he could get away with saying something like that mainly because he's trying to defend his mum. Rightfully so, right? But another thing I was going to mention was the because obviously I mentioned why they made Judge seem like it's negative, because we mentioned that now, yeah. But then why with witchcraft they tried to make it paint it as good, but once upon a time it was a negative thing. They used to burn witches, right? But anyway, and they weren't black, they were white. Anyway, now, but in mainstream media, what they have done, even in the time me growing up, I even to this day now, like thanks to Prime Video, like I'm rewatching Sabrina the Teenage Witch. She's Caucasian, she's white. Yeah? She's a good witch, as they say. There's Charmed. Yeah? Get me? They're all white sisters. Do you see what I'm saying? There's another, I haven't watched it. I haven't watched it for a long time, but Bewitched. Do you see what I mean? She's Caucasian, she's white. There's, and she was a good witch. All of these witches are good witches. Do you see what I'm trying to say? Like, it's socially programming you to think good versus evil. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's what they're trying to show you. But it's the same, like, all it really matters is your intentions. Regardless of whatever spirituality you want to practice, it's your intentions. If your intentions are negative and they're evil, then it's going to come across evil. But what's evil to someone could be good to someone. Do you get it? Like, I don't know how to explain it, but that's just the way life is. Do you know what I mean? That's just it. You just accept the way it is. Now, I've chatted on the subject for way too long, but one thing I will want to say is this. At the end of the day, look, did he mean any harm by saying that? No. Yeah, I'm not defending him. I'm just saying I know he didn't, mainly because, listen, as someone, this is why context actually matters. He mentioned that mainly because obviously he mentioned that because he was defending his mum. Like, I get it. But at the same time, he's still in the wrong. And listen, you know, it is what it is. Like, he's going to learn from the situation. And many other people are going to learn from the situation. And it's not like some black people and some even Africans as well that think that judges, they don't, what we're going to say? There are some Africans basically, or some black people in general, in the diaspora or back in the motherland, that believe judges evil. But that's because of the programming that they've been receiving. Do you see what I'm saying? So look, so as you know, for me, everything's about solution, prevention, all that stuff there. All it comes down to is just educating people. You know what I mean? Just educating people on the right information. Instead of educating people on, you know, thinking a certain way to feel about certain. You see what I mean? Like, you have to understand his perception of what witchcraft is. And I forgot about the other witch or witchcraft that they practice is Hogwarts. What's his name? Harry Potter. You see what I'm saying? Look how popular that, like, man, never watched it, I ain't gonna front. I remember watching one part of Harry Potter when, you know, one guy to go to church with, you know what I mean? Like, he was in it, you know what I mean? Then you pause it, he was there, you know what I mean? Like I remember that. Big him up still, big him up. In fact, I won't even go to that right now. But yeah, so anyway, so this is what I mean. It's like, and yeah, so this is what I mean. Like, at the end of the day, you have to understand that education is key. Given the right education is key. Like this, you have to understand mainstream media, mainstream education they're all social programming tools to maintain a certain level of mindset, to maintain a level of oppression. Like, you know what I mean? That's all it is. And to maintain a division among certain people. So I'm not gonna fault him and say that, you know what I mean? But it is funny. I saw this. Yo, I'm gonna put it up. But anyway, that's it for now. I'm gonna thank you for watching. Remember, hit the like button, hit the comment button, hit the share button. And yeah, follow us, the Alkebulan Trust on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all that good stuff there. Make sure you subscribe. And yeah, let's get out of it.